Well, hello and welcome to the Gadget Gardener. I'm going to try to explain tonight why I started a garden when I'm obviously as bad as I am at gardening. I used to live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I'd always have a little garden on my balcony. And I'd grow basil and tomatoes and stuff like that, and it would grow fine. It would grow pretty good. Then I'd go out of town for a week, and it would be dead when I got back. Who knew? So I thought I could grow stuff. Well, I come here to West Texas, and it's hard to do. Yeah, it's hard to do. So I studied everything on YouTube and stuff, and found out that raised beds are better than just planting in the ground. The reason, and I consider raised beds a gadget because they help you. They make life easier. And to me, anything that makes life easier is a gadget. And so what are raised beds? Well, the sun, goes over the earth, and the sun beats down and heats the earth. Plant roots love warm, moist environments. Well, most of them do. And so when you're planting in the ground, you just have the sun hitting the flat ground. But if you're in a raised bed, as where mine is, it actually hits the sides as well. It'll hit the front side and the side and the top. So it's heating now from 3 areas and warms the soil more. So that's supposed to help. Also, I'm controlling what the soil and stuff is right there in that 12 to 15 inches of area. Instead of having just the dirt that came with West Texas, it's actually, Miracle Grow soil, which I've since found out is not that good. Let me explain. The camera is up here. The little video of me is down here. I want to look at me for some reason. Looking at the camera seems weird, especially since I can see me moving down there. And also everything's backwards. I want to put my hand through my hair. It just doesn't work. I can't do it. Bugs me because it's backwards. I digress. Well, I started growing because I watch a show called Good Eats. Hope I can say that on YouTube. Good Eats, Good Eats, Good Eats, Good Eats. I think I can. Look at the camera. If Good Eats, and Alton Brown, the star of the show, I think he's a producer, was a cameraman, so he understands all that stuff. He's always having shows on different things, and a few that caught my eye were strawberries and blueberries. I've bought strawberries at the store before, and when you start looking at them, they come from Mexico most of the time. And you taste them, and they're kind of sour. They're all right. There's that one little small area that they get from Texas, for a couple of weeks, maybe a month after spring, and they taste really, really good. But for the most part, not so good. Well, watching that show, I found that to be able to be in the store and still look pretty, they have to pick them way before they're ripe. They pick them and put them in bags or in big trucks and gas them with ethylene gas, which is what makes things color. Doesn't necessarily make them ripen. It just makes them look ripe. So that's why they look beautiful in the box. They look beautiful, and you think, "Oh, this is going to be so good." Oh, what was that? So he's talking about growing your own strawberries and blueberries out in the wild, and how good they are. So I got a couple of blueberry plants. Got a whole bunch of strawberry plants. Not anymore. And I was trying it. And tomatoes. He did a show on how wonderful tomatoes are. And I've since become kind of a snob because I go to the store and you pick them up and you can feel how tough they are. And because you know that they were picked probably 2 weeks ago while they were still green and shipped all the way across America or from Mexico or wherever they're coming from nowadays to be in the store for the few days that they're here. And it makes you wonder what they're supposed to taste like. So that's why I started this, and probably not going to be very good at it, and probably going to make a lot of mistakes, like listening to the groundhog. I thought he knew what he was doing. I know the groundhog doesn't know what he's doing, but I figured there was somebody that looked at that stuff and looked at the thing and says, yeah, he's not going to see his shadow this week. Spring's coming early. I believed him. Man, did I get screwed. I watched that video I made of the original of my plants and stuff, and they were growing so nice and they were so pretty. And then to walk out and see them covered in sleet, and it was bad. The sleet was so heavy it broke all their stems, and they just died. They just died. They died. What was weird is trying to get it out of, the bad taste out of my mouth. I went to Lowe's and to Home Depot to buy more. I think, what a racket. They sell me these, they die, I go back more. All theirs were dead too. All theirs looked exactly like mine. Just like broken off, disgusting, dead. I was like, why are these even still out? You'd think they'd take them down. But they hadn't. I asked somebody, "Are they going to get some more?" And they kind of, feel they didn't care. Well, except for Walmart. Walmart had some. They were still pretty. Kind of intrigued me. You can see I bought some from Walmart, and they weren't growing. They weren't dying, but they weren't growing either. And then I bought some from Lowe's, and they grew. Like in 3 days before the thing, they grew maybe twice their size and were big and beautiful. I was like, okay, don't buy the Walmart stuff. Buy from Lowe's or Home Depot. And I don't have any. But I didn't realize it. I found something. I hope I can shoot a video and insert into this video. Well, I know I can. I just don't know if I can. I know I can. Never mind. I'm doing this on my laptop using the internal speaker. I have to be able to edit this so I don't look like a complete idiot. I know, too late. But I'm using my laptop and the built-in webcam to make this video. And so I'm figuring that it'll come out in some format that I can put into Premiere or to even After Effects if I have to, and insert video, I'm thinking. So, but I found, I'm looking at all the different things I can do. Like, just think, I'm going to be excited here for a second, so we got to go to excited. I found a cucumber plant that I forgot I planted to grow. I got this round oval looking thing, and it was supposed to be all the herbs and some vegetables to bin. And so it was just a big round. There wasn't partitions or anything. Just put that really cool coconut skin in it when you grow it and it grows. That's the coolest thing. I was going to make a video of that, and I don't have any. But it just grows. It's really cool. And then they had a little tiny packet of seeds. So I ripped it open and went to try to start to pour them out over the whole distance, and I'd gone 2 inches and it stopped. I'm like, I can't see it. I'm actually doing this. And it stopped. I look in the bag, and there's nothing in there. I've covered roughly that much of the whole thing. I thought there would be enough to just whittle them out the whole way, but they were gone. So I took I forgot about this. I took a couple of cucumber seeds and put them in the other end, just to wait to try something. Put it by the window in there, and forgot about it. And it was growing. It's actually grown over the side and out into the window, between the curtain and the window. It's growing in the window. I have a cucumber. That's people screaming, in case everybody goes, "Are you doing Darth Vader?" I'm like, no, it's people being happy for me. That's that. But so I'm happy I have one cucumber, because I can't find any of those anywhere, but probably because it's too cold for them right now. I probably should wait to put it out since I found it. But so that's why I'm wanting to try to grow this stuff: blueberries and strawberries and cucumbers and tomatoes, and everything I have is something that I like. Yes, you'll notice there's no squash. There's no which, it's funny, I hated squash as a kid. It drove me crazy. My dad would grow squash in the backyard, and which is funny, was here in this town. I keep forgetting I'm in Lubbock. Well, okay, Lubbock. I'm in Lubbock, and he would grow corn. Love corn. Corn's cool. You know, grow big, all that stuff. Just love corn. It produces count them, 1, 2, 2 stalks of corn, ears of corn. Sorry, 1 stalk, 2 ears of corn per plant. And then there's the squash plant. It starts at this little thing and just keeps growing, taking over more and more real estate, and it produces squash by the hundreds. And guess who gets to eat them all? Me. And guess who hated squash? Me. So, I hated squash. It's funny, I guess my taste buds have dulled. I think they said, after, well, I won't say what year they go bad, but I'm past that by quite a bit now. And so now, as Alton Brown would say, they're a culinary sponge. And I never disbelieved that, but it's true. It's true if you cook them right. And sorry, Mom, I don't think you were cooking them right. They're not bad, but I'm not growing squash. I'm growing bell peppers. I'm growing bell peppers, or I was. I'm trying. Strawberries, blueberries, cucumbers, tomatoes, and it's sad. I had Roma tomato plant. I want Roma tomatoes so bad. I just do. And I grew some from seeds and tried to put them out too soon, and they died. It's kind of like, I used to live in Dallas, as I said, and I had on my wallet, do not take to Parkland Hospital, because every time you ever hear a story, such and such was shot and taken to Parkland Hospital, where he later died. Every time, such and such got nicked in the arm, taken to Parkland Hospital, where he later died. So I didn't want to go to Parkland Hospital. I know it's a wonderful, wonderful place. It's a state of the art. It's wonderful, but it just always had at the end where they later died. Oh, yeah. So that's what they're going to start saying about Mark. He's a gardener where all his plants died. I'm actually really proud of the one strawberry plant that's by itself in the dirt over there. It put on a flower, one flower. It put on a flower, but it put on a flower, and it's trying. It's trying to produce for me. Yes, I'm going to protect that sucker. I actually did protect that sucker. I put something over it the other night in this thing. It was a little tin pan, and I put it over the top of it because I wanted to make it. I know some bird's going to swoop down and eat that one strawberry before I actually get to it, but it's trying, and I like that. So, strawberries and tomatoes, and do I keep repeating myself? I feel like I am. So, I have one tomato plant downstairs and a few strawberry plants downstairs. And by the way, I know that 10 and 6 and even 4 more, which was 20, it's not 25. I actually bought this thing that was supposed to stack on top of each other. It's this big, wide 3 thing, and supposed to tack all 3 on top of each other to make 9 spots to grow stuff. I bought that for the strawberries, and I planted 9 strawberries in it. It's supposed to be self-watering. They have a little hole in the bottom, and you have a tray it sits on, and you pour the top one in, and it trickles down to all 3. I don't understand. They all died. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a shirt that just put "they all died" and put dead plants on it. So, what did I put? I drew it out, and I put. This didn't make it into the video. I shot it, but it was blurry. My little T2i, it just doesn't. The autofocus, you have to push the button, and it goes. It's just not enjoyable. So I try to do it manually, and sometimes I forget that it's not going to do it, and I pull away, and so it makes it blurry. So that whole thing was blurry, and I didn't put it in the video. But I put some basil in there. It was a thing I bought from Walmart, so it wasn't growing. Anyway, it was actually 4 basil plants I stuck in there to grow, and they're gone now. So, sorry, there's a TV right over there. And the commercial got me. I didn't understand what was going on, sorry, so I was watching that. But I shall pay attention to you. 3D. You know, there's actually an option on YouTube for a 3D video thing, so I'll have to look into that. That'd be kind of fun. Start doing that Alfred Hitchcock thing where I step in and you'll see the roundness. But so I have that and got some marigolds. I got some marigolds. Luckily, I didn't put them out, but I have some marigolds because, according to everything I've read up, marigolds, the scent, varmints hate them. All kinds of things, even aphids and stuff hate the scent. If you put them in the dirt and stuff, if somehow it permeates, so they stay away from everything around them. So I got some marigolds. They're downstairs, and I also got something else that I want to tell you all about, but I haven't decided yet how, and and I gotta do some stuff to make sure that it lives, because I was really excited about it, and had to work really hard to find this. Well, actually, I worked really hard and couldn't find it, and then lucked into it, and that's another episode. Which, see, I get that from Alton Brown as well. He's always doing a show going, well, such and such, well, that's another show. That's why I say another show, and I know this isn't a show, this isn't an episode, this is barely a video. But that's where I get that from, because I used to watch Alton Brown religiously. All the stuff I have in my kitchen, he told me to buy them, and I went, yes, master, and went out and bought them. I like them, though. Yeah, okay, he didn't tell me to buy the Vita-mix. That was just cool. Just liked it. Saw it at Costco one day and did a demonstration, and I liked it. Wanted, got it for what most people do, to do smoothies and to do the soups. And we've done, actually made real peanut butter, made cashew butter in it, and it was really good. And so it's a really cool little gadget. I use it a lot. I mean, you can make ice cream in it. With just ice and like frozen yogurt and frozen like strawberries, which, by the way, see, frozen strawberries actually are ripe. See, anything frozen like that is really pretty ripe. It's just the little small ice crystals in it. When they freeze it, they flash freeze them using nitroglycerin. That would blow it up. Well, using what's the really cold liquid? Well, whatever it is, they use that, and it flash freezes them. 300 degrees minus degrees is boiling for it. It flash freezes them in seconds, so to create the smallest ice crystals possible. But they still have ice crystals, which are sharp little things, and as it's thawing out, it permeates the cell walls and causes things to start oozing together, and so you get a slushy strawberry or whatever it is you've gotten frozen. But so they're not very pretty looking and everything, but they taste what a real strawberry would taste like, because they actually wait until they're ripe, pick them and freeze them, supposedly within an hour. So they're individually quick frozen, IQF, and so that so you get frozen strawberries, and you get the yogurt. You put them together and you put it in the thing and turn it on, and you've got soft serve yogurt, soft serve ice cream. It's really good stuff. So that's a gadget I particularly like. I actually have most of my gadgets are in the kitchen. As y'all have seen, I have a rather large front side. So as you can tell by all the extra chins, but I enjoy cooking. I'm just not very good at it. Sort of like gardening. Actually, luckily, I'm better at cooking than I am at gardening, or I would really probably be where they later died. But Alton Brown's why I do a lot of the stuff I do, and why I say a lot of the things I say. And it's just a lot of fun to try this stuff and to try to figure out how to do it and try to make it better. Like those self-watering pots I made. They seem to be working, but they might be working too good. It seems to maybe be too wet in there. I don't know. I'm gonna remake them, not remake them, but re-soil them, because apparently the soil is what's the problem. And when I do, I'll make a video of that and show you take them apart and show you how it works, how all the pieces go together and what works. Because it's really a cool idea. It just wicks water up from a little reservoir on the bottom so you don't have to water them all the time. But okay, well, that's basically what I wanted to say. I'm going to go see if I can make an insert of the cucumber and put that in here, just so it's not just me. I was playing around with the idea of having a co-host tonight. This would have been my co-host. Of course, what I would have had to done is when I got to it, I would have had to say, you know, wow, 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 wow. Really? That's what you think? Well, what do you think about the new gun control issues? Well, what do I think is, and well, I don't know. Yeah, that wasn't good, was it? No, I see. That's why I can't think fast enough to have two. I mean, I have voices in my head, yes, but I can't really say what they're saying because I think they're speaking Arabic. So I don't know what they're saying. So this is it. This is. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna go back and rewatch it and probably watch it again and probably watch it again and decide not to put it up. But maybe I will. I don't know. And so, but this is. I just wanted to explain why I've started trying to do this, and I think I digressed too much. And okay, yeah. Have a good night.